What is up, my friend? This is my April book journal update. Side note, I'm very excited for this new Sleep Token album to come out. I've had this on repeat and it's only 3 songs, and come May 9th, that's all I'm going to be listening to. I did read a total of 10 books this month, but that does include my first DNF of the year. It's my second DNF ever, and I'm kind of a little sad to admit what book it is, and I'll explain why later. I also didn't really think about it, if a DNF technically does count toward your reading goal or not, and I don't think it should since I didn't finish it. That's just how the logic is working in my brain. But I did track it that way. So future me might find this as a problem and I'll fix it maybe, but it is what it is. That's how I tracked it. A little different, maybe going forward, who knows? We'll see in the future. Unrelated but relevant, I am testing the new wireless mics that I got from Hollyland, the Lark M2S, and I just want to start with I am not sponsored or affiliated with them by any means. Hollyland, if you see this and want to change that, hit me up. But I have been using the Lark Max for the past 2 years, and that is the audio you're hearing in this video. And I upgraded to this because I wanted something smaller to fit in a travel bag while carrying my camera and drones. So we're testing it before I take it out on a hike, and so far I think it sounds amazing. This is the natural audio, not edited, between you and I don't know how to do that yet, but I think it sounds great, and I'm really excited to see what else it can do. Kind of a neat little moment, but we did move on to the second page of my reading log. It's really not that big of a deal, but it felt kind of cool to write on the other side of the book for this. And I did watch 3 animes this month. Technically I'm lying because I watched Solo Leveling last month and forgot to include it, but Solo Leveling, Chainsaw Man, and Fire Force were the animes I've watched this month, and pretty happy overall. For my overview page this month, I was a little stuck about what I wanted to do at first. I've noticed that I've been sticking to just using the washi tape and stickers mainly as a way to decorate, but last month I did freehand a piece on the Shepherd King duology spread that I did, and I really liked it. So I decided to keep that vibe going for this month, and I actually really like how the spread turned out. After freehanding like this and embracing my inner Bob Ross with these happy little accidents, I kind of found that I was a little happier with how it came out because I enjoyed being a little bit more creative in a sense. I'm not saying just using washi tape and the stickers is not being creative, because there are plenty of people who do layouts so beautifully and just creatively, but doing this for me specifically kind of just made me feel elated, for a lack of a better word. I don't know if that makes sense, but I just went with something that I thought of and I liked the result, and it felt nice that it worked out. It's kind of the same feeling I got from last month's journal update when I did the Shepherd King duology spread. I freehanded that and it was on a whim. I just wanted to add something that was a little different on a 2-page spread, and it worked out really nice. And when I think of spreads of my book, that one definitely stands out, and this one might too for the month so far, because I find it most memorable because I put a little bit more, I don't want to say I put more thought into it, but maybe just, I don't really know how to put it. I hope it makes sense, because I know I'm not really forming a real sentence, but if you get it, I hope you get it, you know? One annoying thing that did happen this month, because I read 10 books and watched 3 animes and I had to print some doubles for my trackers, I did end up with an uneven amount of mini covers that I had to print. And it was just kind of annoying because I had to print stuff that I didn't need. If anyone has some tips on how to go about this, or maybe ideas of what else I can print, that would be cool. Let me know in the comments. But if it just is how it is, that I'll just have to deal with it, I guess. I have been trying to keep the monthly spreads as a reflection about how I felt about the month overall, and for some reason I just really wanted this month to be light blue, but I couldn't get the thought of April showers brings May flowers out of my head, and this is kind of what we ended up with. So updating this did make me laugh. However, I would like to lead with 18 is a lot of books, especially when it was supposed to be a book buying ban. I don't know what that is apparently. I had a lot of deals and I went to a lot of used bookstores where these books were only $4 to $5. So again, that's a steal. Obviously I have to get those, right? Right? You get it. I'm not just gonna leave those. I'm technically saving money for future me, so I'm saying thanks, you know? If this disappoints you, I'm so sorry. I tried so hard. I will explain on the book spread for it. So this is the new way I think I do have to do book spreads. Originally, I was doing 1 page per book in anime, but I looked at the page number I was on so far, and I'm almost halfway through my journal. And if I keep reading the way I do, I'm going to run out of space. So I'm going to be doubling up per page, and 5-star animes and books will be getting their own spread. Heavenly Bodies actually got me out of the reading slump I was in during the majority of March, which was very nice. I really enjoyed the dynamic between Enzo and Alara, and I really enjoyed the storyline. I have decided that I'm going to go more in depth during my reading wrap-ups and then just separate reviews in general. So if you're interested in any of that, please make sure to subscribe and keep an eye out for these videos. Piranesi is a very unique fantasy story in my opinion. Keep in mind if you pick this up, you will be confused in the beginning just like the main character is confused, so get through it, follow along, and it's going to be a great ride. To Sleep in a Sea of Stars was my DNF of the month, and it was really disappointing because it's the same author that wrote Aragon, and just kind of grew up on the series, but my main issue with this is everything is explained. It's one of those books where it's just how many different ways can you write the description of something, but at the same time get no actual character development, so I got tired of it very fast. And I was finally convinced to read Dune, and I was pleasantly surprised because I remember watching the movie and being really confused in theaters, however many years ago that was, because I felt like I sat there for 2 hours and nothing happened. So again, pleasantly surprised. I did get into the Bridge Kingdom this month, and I can't say I was disappointed. It was an enjoyable, quick 2 reads, but I will say I'm not in any rush to continue the series after purchasing some books that I really want to read. I am trying to use different washi tapes on these pages to match the books, and by doing so I realized while I do have a decent amount of washi tape, they are kind of redundant, so I might have to get a few different rolls just to provide some variety in this book, add a little spice, But I do want to figure out different ways to do these spreads because this is going to get old to me very fast doing it the same way. I already have a few ideas, but we're just going to play around with it, I think, a little bit more next month. To be honest, I really just confused myself between Enchantra and Enchantra because I was thinking about enchanting, but then it could also be like Elantra. I don't know if that makes sense. I'm a little tired. To keep it short, I did enjoy book 2. I'm curious to see where book 3 is going to go. I'm looking forward to it. And with Fearless, I did enjoy book 3. It was a little slow at first, and I understand the criticism about pulling a lot from series like Red Queen and Shatter Me. Was this book one of my favorites? No. Is that okay? Absolutely. I did rate Kiss of the Basilisk 4 stars. I need you to understand that it is more of a vibes 4 stars. Is it the best writing? No, but it's one of those books that's kind of unhinged, and you're going to be like, you know what? Hell yeah. Or you're going to hate it. Honestly, I don't think there's an in-between. Scythe and Sparrow was a nice ending to the trilogy. I don't really have anything to say about Chainsaw Man. I'm surprised I finished it, to be honest. Fire Force is probably some of the best sound design I've heard in an anime so far, and I kind of actually have a lot to say about Solo Leveling. Spoiler alert, I'm very disappointed in this season, and if you want to hear more, make sure you watch for the wrap-up that I'm about to post for the month. And I think that just about wraps everything up here. These are the final pages of my book journal. Thank you so much for watching this month's update. If you would rather me talk more about other things instead of just book journaling and the books that I have read, since I'm going to be doing that in the wrap-ups I'm posting anyways, please let me know. I'm not really sure what to yap about. I know for a fact I can yap, I just need a little bit of guidance on what you would rather hear. So again, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next month.